Alright, everybody. You'll have to bear with me. This is my first YouTube video in quite a while. And don't really know what I'm doing. Don't really know what to talk about. I'm actually sitting in the car right now because it's the closest thing to quiet that I'm going to get during the daytime, anyways. And I can't, obviously, I'm not going to make the kids stop watching what they're watching in order to film a voiceover. And I also can't have copyright music in the background, which with the TV going, that's going to happen. So, but yeah, this is an old sketchbook page I wanted to do digitally. So I just put it in, of course. And anyone who's worked with Procreate knows how this is. You just put it in and reduce the opacity, and it allows you to kind of trace over your lines, change what you need. But yeah, I'm also still getting used to digital art in general. All my life I've worked with traditional art, and my biggest gripe with learning digital is the glass of the iPad is way too smooth. It gives me no feedback, like, say, using a fountain pen or a dip pen or a rotring isograph, whatever, a pen on paper. That gives you feedback, and I have control with that because I know by how it feels what I'm doing. Whereas this, I feel like I don't have a lot of control. I'm getting better with it, but I've looked into getting paper-like screen protectors. Pretty sure we got scammed on that. It was supposed to be prime shipping. It never came. Never got tracking, and now the item is no longer on Amazon. And it's been like 2.5 weeks. So I guess I'm not getting that. I've also seen they have silicone covers for your nib of the Apple Pencil. Kind of the same concept, provides a little bit of resistance. I don't know. I'm going to figure out as I go. Did you see all these little lines I put in the background of this face statue thing, whatever it is? That's one thing I will say I really love about digital is I'm able to do well. One, I created a custom brush that does like 4 or 5 lines at once. Obviously it has the autocorrect to make the line perfectly straight, and then I'm able to select that and copy and paste and kind of speed up the process. However, after I finished this, I thought, why don't I just create a new project and do nothing but those lines for the whole canvas, and then I can save that and put it into whatever drawing I'm working on later. It'll save me a bunch of time, and then go from there. So I went ahead and did that, but of course not until after I did this one. I still didn't quite know what I was doing here with these, as you can see in the lines in the background of the face. Some of them overlap. It got a little better in the mouth area there, but again, I'm still learning all this. But these little tentacle things were kind of added on the fly. I don't know what they are. Don't ask me. I put them in just about at least 80% of my drawings. They're like this tentacle, liquidy, swirly stuff. That's the best way I could describe it. Kind of like the suit, the symbiotic suit for Venom. That's kind of what I think of for it. But yeah, I wanted to put those in. I kind of changed the composition of this once I got it into Procreate. But yeah, as you can tell, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to talk about. We're going to figure it out as we go. I'd like to take this channel a bit more seriously, but in general, I went from posting art almost every single day to hardly ever posting. And that's that's just life getting in the way. And it's not getting in the way, it's priorities. There's things you have to do, and that's just how it is sometimes. So, but I'm trying to make time, because I don't want to let it get to a point where I start forgetting how to do what I do. Whether that's guitar, whether that's art, I just can't let that happen, because that is my relief from stress in a lot of ways. It's always been, and it's not good for your mental health to let that stuff that you need to kind of calm you and center you. It's not good to let that slip away. So I think it's important to make time for that stuff. Things you enjoy. But yeah, there's some things I'm still looking at this and would like to change, but I needed to post something. I just wanted to get something posted. So this is it. I was considering using this as like an album cover. I started a black metal project with my buddy, and I thought this might be kind of cool, but I'm not sure. I'm going to do a couple pieces before I decide on one. One good thing that happened from this, though, is I posted it, and I've already gotten an offer for a commission out of it. So that's nice, but I had to explain to them sometimes it takes me a while to get things done, because I have to work on them in between things that are more important, that have to be done. But yeah, I apologize for any weird background noises here. We're kind of sitting in the car, and I'm just giving this a whirl here. My wife makes YouTube videos, and she's really good at what she does. I am a very awkward person and do not have, at least I don't think I have a personality that draws people in like she does. At least, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just an awkward person. I'm all over the place. I'm a scatterbrain. That's just how it is. But so if this is all over the place, just forgive me. Maybe I need to do scripts. But yeah, I figured I'd post this and see if I can get at least 2 people to watch it. Maybe. We'll see. But I don't know. It adds a whole new element trying to make a video out of your art. Oh, that's something I can talk about. My last digital art video I made, I was screen recording everything, and I work on drawings for months. So I would have I think I had like 70 something clips that ranged from 45 minutes to 2.5 hours. And I would go in and try to piece those together and remember what clip goes where, and spend all this stress and time and energy into trying to edit this video together, not knowing that Procreate automatically does a time-lapse video of every input that you put on a project. If you noticed in the beginning of this, there's kind of like 2 or 3 weird little sketches that disappear. That's because I forgot to create a new project, and I was just kind of playing around, sketching stuff out. And those are still in here because I finally realized, oh, Procreate does an auto time-lapse. So that just is a testament to how little I know about all this stuff, but I'm trying. I hope you enjoyed it. And I don't know. We'll see if I get any better at this. But yep, I believe I am completely running out. No, I'm not running out of stuff to say. how about I look at the video and talk about what I'm doing in it? As you can see, I put all these little hatch marks for shading, contour lines, stuff like that. That comes from Doré, Gustave Doré. He did just amazing, absolutely phenomenal etchings, and they all have those tiny little contour lines, and there's something about that just makes things look more, there's more depth to them, or it looks more intricate, or there's something about it that I am fascinated by. And so I try to put that into my work. And by no means am I comparing myself to Gustave Doré. That he was a master of his craft. I am just a weirdo with a pen. That's we're not the same, but so I don't want anyone to think I'm comparing myself to Gustave Doré. But I'm super into that. That's where that comes from. But I will say digitally it's a lot easier to do that sort of thing, because if you mess up, sometimes you get in a rhythm, and I have to get in a rhythm to do those tiny little shading hatch marks, but sometimes you forget to move the page or move the screen, whichever, and your wrist can no longer make that uniform movement because you're trying to do it too far down. When I get to that point, I can just double tap and erase like the past 15 lines once I realize they're not right, or they're at the wrong angle, or they're whatever. So that's one thing, again, I really love, is just how easy it is to undo your mistakes and correct them. It really has been a game changer. And I was talking to my wife about this. I really hope it will improve my speed, like how long it takes me to complete a piece. Because, like I said, that I used to have to white out my mistakes and scan and print and copy and try to correct them, and I may have already said this, I've tried to record this like twice now, so I'm not sure, but I would have a bunch of copies of one piece from me trying to edit them or correct a mistake. You can't erase ink. It don't work, so you gotta find a way, and that was my way, was photocopying them and correcting my mistakes. But this is definitely all over the place, and definitely I'm sure just fantastic to listen to. Maybe one day I'll be able to ramble on like Peter Draws. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he rambles on as well, but he's entertaining. I don't know how entertaining I am, really. I guess that's something that you're either born with, or maybe it is a skill you can develop. I don't know. But this is my video. I'm not sure when to stop talking. But yeah, I hope somebody enjoyed this. I'm just kind of going to sit here and watch this and see if anything pops in my head that I feel is important enough to talk about. This is probably a mess, and I'm going to sit here and pick it apart after I'm done with this, and probably re-record it 5 or 6 times. We don't know. But I really like that light effect in the background. Originally I was going to shade that dark, but I found this luminance brush that I was like, let me try that out, and I put it back there, and I think it makes it pop a little more. I think it was flare or lens flare or something. It was called something like that. It's a standard Procreate brush, but trying to think. I do really love